I hate it when I'm just slightly off with my ad break. Yeah. And here we go. Adaptus, welcome. Kristen, welcome. We're using any color but effing black and effing white tonight. I did go see Superman, so we can talk about that if you want. Was it the greatest Superman ever seen? No. But I'm going to tell you this. That was a Superman movie. Through and through. That was a actual proper Superman movie. Love it. Loved it. It was beautiful. Mwah. Or someone says, but painting, you got the color white out. It is bright ivory. So it's off-white. It counts. It's going to need a little bit of that. Going to need a little bit of magic juju. Magic juju jalous. Uh-huh. I need a baguette now. This brush and this brush. Take this brush. Maybe this one. Oh, curious. Hold on. Please hold. Guess we're using that one. I think I'm going to retire the money at number 4 for my Da Vinci Maestro. See how it works. I've been liking the other one, so. We shall rotate the brushes. Yes. All right. So we got the Studio Ghibli rolling. We've got an alpaca bard that I need to do the zoom on. And I need the white paper to help balance color. See, that alpaca bard can be painted on and worked on a little bit. I just need to get like that off-white base coat going still. On it, I have a lot of colors that I can work in on it. I've got purple on the bed alpaca cloth with teal flame thingy bobbers, and we got some browns that we can fussle with. So it was Anne from Painting Big that told me, and she goes, "You get what you pay for," and I really like the monuments, the natural hair monuments. They're decent brushes. They're good brushes. Um, I picked up the Chimeras triangles, and I've got a couple of. I've only got their small rounds out, but I've liked those too. It's just they're expensive for what they are sometimes. It's not something I'd be like, oh, you're going to be an instantly better painter if you buy one. It's more of a if you're feeling frustrated and want to invest money into a brush, that would be it. Before Big Child went down, they were selling the Da Vinci miniature maestros. And I picked up a set there a while back when I picked up my cat model. Ta-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da. So I have not bought brushes and probably this is the last set that I bought. Um, it's been 2 years ago. No, it's been not even fully a year yet. But I I would find a brush that you like and then just use those over and over again. The monuments tend to last me about a year or two of heavy and constant use. So you may. So if you can find the monument naturals, they'll probably be the best bang for your buck for a while. Are you using contrast paints? Yeah. Paint it. Articulate with your words. Use these things. Water helps too. Um, One of the things that I found, try not to use washes and speed paints with your brushes. Because I tend to ruin them and split them pretty quickly. And then I don't know if it's true or not, but how you use the brush matters, is what somebody was saying. So when you're using the brush, try not to be pushing down on the tip and drawing thin lines unless you're doing something like that. When you're trying to base coat, you kind of want to paint with the belly of the brush so you're not accidentally bending. Oh, Foxbite is also good. Oh, I'll get that one in there. I see it. I'll drop it for you. Entry. Um, Foxbite and Game Envy are both good as well. I stopped using Game Envy just because I had this and I was like, I want to use it instead. Oh, yeah. Foxbites are. I know Monster Den uses them pretty exclusively, and he's liked them. I've heard good things about them. I've just never used them. But I see that they've had positive reviews from other painters, so I cannot fully justify it. But this brush here is a Game Envy right here, the Phalanx series, and it's held up nice. I I personally am rough with size zeros and less brushes, so it might be a little beat up from it just because I tend to do a lot of panel lining, or I tend to do a lot of like small lines with my brushes. So I've been trying to use bigger and bigger brushes here and there. I did use the Sam Lens weapon rack for a while, or I got that set from Monument, and it's actually kind of nice because that size 6 brush is really great at base coating large things. So that's the problem with the Winsor and Newtons that everybody loves, is that they're hard to acquire off of Amazon, and then you have to find an art store in town that has them in stock. Give me a second. How do you know you've been a bad brush? You ended up in here. Did I toss it? Oh, I tossed it. Not in here right now. Welcome in, iSophist. Hope you're doing well. Brush Sophist. Other tray of brushes. Do not buy those. The Chronicle RPG ones, not worth it. So this is Winsor Newton's Copman series. They've been pretty good. I have one of the size 6s from there, but I don't ever use it that much, so it kind of sits there. One of the number 6 from the Sam Lund set that I never use, or I've never had the need to replace. I've heard amazing things about Rosemary & Co. as well. I've never picked them up. They're a brush that tends to be hard to get in the US, or a little bit harder to get in the US. Going along with Gentry, it's kind of hard to get off of Amazon. Welcome in, King. Blades! Blades! Wait, Blades. That's not your usual emote that you walk in with. How do I know you're the real Blades and you haven't been compromised? I don't know. It's fishy now. It's fishy. You could be Git. You could be Git. Is it? Cheap Joe's went out of business, so unfortunately I can't order anything from him. I'm gonna pop out outside of Houston. What's the name? What's the name? Okay. If you want to drop a link, give me a heads up and I'll give you permission to post a link. How was the trailer, though? There you go, Gentry. Okay. I will put it on the list to check out. When I need retail therapy. So, you're good. You're good, King. You've got a lot going on. You had a pretty impressive yesterday. So, and I'm just here vibing right now, man. It's here. Went saw Superman. Took me a nap afterwards. About halfway through my book of the Midnight at Houdini. So it should start turning the corner and stop with the world building and start on with the stuff. I liked it. I liked it, Kendry. I really I uh hmm, excellent. Interesting. I like it was an actual Superman movie. A proper Superman movie. It's not a Cavill Superman, um it's not another origin story. It was a good Superman. I liked it. The guy that played Superman did a really good job of playing Superman as well. Laden Roses. Um, so the theme is very political in it, but you get to the end and you go, "That's why it's
emotional damage."
Angie Romano man requests a dad joke.
Give me 1 second. What do you give a sick lemon? Lemonade. Welcome in, Joe Toot Hart. Hoi hoi hoi. Hoi 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 hoi. You heard Dad joking. You were summoned. Oh, so if I say burgundy wine, burgundy wine, burgundy wine, does that summon Carolines? Specifically, burgundy wine. He's probably sore AF. Did you finally? Did you get the deck built today, or are you still doing more land earth moving technique? Welcome in, Tater. And by Tater, I mean close coleslaw. Ooh, muscle relax. Ugh, that's not good. Nah, I'm making a mess out of that. Yeah, you fix it. But I also feel you on that, King. not being able to push the go live button today. But for the children, we shall. I've also rounded up my movie ticket, which was $19, to see one movie for one person. It's expensive. Oxford thing rotates in and out. I do a lot of rotating. So Oxford, I have the guy mounted his head up there. I've got more of his steel squared away on his chest plate moving up. I actually have a good chunk of him glued on. I started on his cloak trying to get the grays in there and seeing if that's what I really want to do with it. But he will return on Friday. When I tackle back onto him. Today is Cutie Patootie Sunday, so we paint the cute things in honor for the crap that comes up tomorrow. So I've been using an excessive amount of black and white. I'm using anything but black and white. So we're going to paint in teals and purples and yellows and have fun. But how's everybody's weekend? Seems Joan did something. Joan did something to their back, which is not cool, bro. You only get one of those. No mana is here. Finished building a deck. King's vibing. We've got Christian Slinger finding out all kinds of information about brushes. And Superman was good. I did enjoy it. Did not enjoy the price of the movie, but I did enjoy the movie. What's for dinner? That's the real question. What's for dinner? I did white people taco night. We got the taco shells from the grocery store. I mean, I went to the movie theater, came home, watched the movie. I was like, all right, I switched the laundry over. I just need to let it dry, and then I can fold it. And then, I'll just do it all at once, the colored and the whites in one go. I stopped. Interesting. I like the dinner. Tomorrow's lunch, I'm making white rice, lentils, or rice, lentils, and possibly quinoa mixed together. So, and use some of my pulled pork on top of that. Stop. Roast again. Raw beef and rice. However y'all want to eat, that's how you want to eat. I'm taking it was um what's that? Oh, why can't I think of the name of raw beef? Um it's an actual, why can't I think of it? Brain, come help me. Tartar. 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 That's the word. Tartar. So some people use just stew beef. Some people actually mince up the beef. It just depends. As long as you're safe and you're happy, that's all that matters. You can eat however you like. Top. I always get it confused. Is tapas an actual type of food or is it a type of restaurant? Or is it like I've done tapas like once. Ah, pretty tasty meal. Mm-hmm. Did you carry the bow home yet? Aw, parcel company sucks. What shenanigans is this? Oh, I know you're looking forward to getting it this weekend or Monday possibly. What's up, Mark? Welcome in. Celebration. Welcome. Taking in the night air and maybe pain. That's good. Welcome in. The brain cell, quick! Everybody jump on it. Exactly. Where's the brain cell? Was it your turn to guard the brain cell? Or was it mine? This is from Animal Adventures. Faraway Sea. We are working on our alpaca bard and our albatross wizard. So I'm using purple between the two of them. So our wizard is going to have a purple hat and he's going to have purple accents down below. So while I do both, I'm going to use switch between. And then our alpaca bard has to be like loud. They must be loud in some way, shape, or form. So they're getting purple and teal balls. I don't know what freaking call them. And then just looking at what to do with the bed rag. Uh-oh. Did the one leg run away? Or, yeah, you might need to check Leyden Rose's paint water. Might have run and jumped in there. No, Leyden, I will never live that. You will never live that down for as long as you live. just uh just give her a peg leg. I'm sorry to hear that though. So I haven't started painting it on screen yet because I've been busy with my Reapercon entries. Uh, Zombie Sashimi one day was talking about a fall paint scheme that he did for his Warcrow team and some elves. So of course, as he's talking about it, I'm like, I have this amazing archer that I need to do the same thing to. One second. So I have this built and primed. I just haven't started building it yet. This is Elvania from Chimera. It's a 75 millimeter figure that I haven't started painting yet. This piece in here was a solid brass rod. It may no longer be in my office. I may have thrown it away. Where I thought it was, it's not there anymore. I'm like, son of a biscuit. So she will probably make it after I'm done with my Reapercon entries because I do want to work on her. I've finally gotten past the frustration point of her. I'm ready to start painting her. That was a model that when I was assembling it was just breaking my soul a little bit. I'm just like, I can't. I have to put it down for a while. So yes, I feel you completely on that. At some point, I'll probably have to go by a craft store and acquire a brass rod to mimic what I was going to do with it. That figure, I might have lost a brass rod, no mana, or a bowstring or an arrow. So the Chimera team, when they made their figure, they did a brass rod for the arrow instead of a resin piece. And I don't know where the brass rod went. So I'm gonna have to go acquire a new one for it. But when I get to her, I'll figure it out. I've got quite a bit of ways to go with her before I even need to worry about the brass rod aspect of it. Congratulations on winning a game you fell asleep on. Number of times that has never happened to me. I know it's sad that T1 lost apparently at the MSI event, but kind of hard to be sad for him. I was like, okay. Writing this down a little bit. Mm-hmm. Smiling Beagle live on a Saturday evening. What shenanigans is this? Break my watch streak. Sunday. Sunday. Today it's Sunday. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. One day only. I'm not fully feeling that right now. I'm gonna put that to the side. I put something to the side because I did not want to deal with fine fine print, fine tuning, getting my magnifying glass out. When I attempt to start trying to paint, I need my magnifying glass. So that's brown, that's brown, not brown. This scarf is going to become. Dislike the fact that he has cans back there. Thank you for that instruction on that. Oh! 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 I'm gonna get the magnifying glass out for a little bit. And we're gonna start doing um, our teal ballies. No, I'm gonna leave that as cat cam for now. Epic Cheese TV, how are you? No, no, no. Stay over there. Okay. No, no. That is always cute. Legions. They're roughly the same, if not one's just a little bit smaller, maybe. Hmm. If they can raise $1 or round up for donations at the movie theater, King, you can do it. Oh, okay. The rules are different for Legions than Shatterpoint, right? Wait, oh, okay. Oh, as a heads up, we got ads coming up, so I'm gonna toss the ads up. Screwed. Proxy legions with Warhammer models. That works. I mean, you still got tanks and stuff. You got the AT-ATs and the AT-STs, the rebels and all that stuff. Not against the rules. Worse. Worse start. Yeah. Still a better love story than Twilight. Mm, everything, including the Titanic. Bill Paxton's in Titanic. Therefore, it's a passable movie. What if we put Bill Paxton in Twilight? We can CGI it. Um, I think they have enough stuff of him shot that they can get him to return, kind of deal. So that does not surprise me. I remember Zelda being upset, Robin Williams' daughter, with people using AI to create recreations of him. So I like park the car and walk away. Oh. Can I help you? What's up? Hi. What's up, sweetie? Well, what do you mean? We had a great night nap after Superman. Me and you together. You got to make biscuits. We hung out on the couch. Told you all about the movie. Hmm. Hi. Hello, gorgeous. Hmm. Hmm. I know you're not happy about next week. Saturday morning, we got to take you to the vet and get you checked out. You're going to hate me. I am still present. I'm just giving the cat some attention so she doesn't go Godzilla on my desk. Hey, okay, you can hang out up there all day long. I'll let you. Workability is really what it is. So the wet pallet's just soaked with water, and we're using extremely thin water-based acrylics, so it likes to soak the water from the pallet to stay workable. Keeps it from drying out as quickly. Is really the point of it. I've used well pallets. I will use well pallets. I'm not going to not stop using them anytime soon. But it's uh, just a way to keep the paint nice and hydrated. Sometimes it counter helps because your palette can help push in too much water when you're using like a very thin paint to begin with. And then sometimes it can keep only a handful of things functional. Like when I'm using this blob right here is a heavy body or heavier body acrylic. There's Masterson on Amazon. This is a brand that everybody uses as their first. You can also construct your own out of a reusable kitchen towel that you would see in like the grocery store. And a piece of parchment paper. I go by the Dollar Tree every so often and I will get a box of pre-cut sheets and I will cut them down to match my wet palette for a while. Yeah. So I have that. I just cut them down. Thickness, that's it. Just how thick it is and how much water you have to add to thin it out, sophist. That's it. That's the only difference. I know a lot of people tend to lean towards white and black for both titanium white. They can get a big old tube of Liquitex or Gallerani white, like a big old artistic tube of it, and you can essentially pay a fraction of the price for white. Not really. Yeah. The tube acrylics, exactly. There's no difference. The only thing that you want to do with the tube acrylics is, so this is the teal that's heavier. It doesn't smooth as nice, but if I get my platypus teal right here, I can thin it out quickly and get more coverage out of it. It's just how much you are thinning your paints for the pigments. Yeah. They work well too. That's what some people have done. It's just how much water you want to add to thin it down. So the benefit to it is that you can really thin down a heavy body acrylic or a heavier body acrylic and stretch it out so it's not as thick. And it's not as intense. Find what works for you. Oh, thanks, mate. Just following that VB long neck rep. Yes, I'm actually working on a mini. I was just talking about heavy body acrylic. That's it. It's just how much you want to thin the paint down for your use. So the heavier the acrylic, the more water you need to add, and the more pigment tends to be in there. So the heavy body acrylics tend to be more artistic grade, not autistic, but artistic. So the difference between dark jade right here and this phthalo green from Chimera is this only uses one pigment. I'm not sure what they mixed in to get dark jade to be a pigment with a miniature paint. So your artistic heavy bodies are a lot easier to mix because they may only use the one or two pigments in them to make them work or get that shade. That's really the differences of it. And then the artistic shade paints or the artistic heavy body tubes can be more expensive or cheaper depending on how you buy them or where you buy them from. Because artistic paints, they charge based on the pigment, not the volume. So if you buy something rare and unique like Mummy Brown, it could be more expensive than raw sienna. Just as an FYI. Depends on which year you get it from. Really does. So Mummy Brown for a long time used Egyptian cats, mummified cats as the pigment. Yeah. They used a real mummy to create the pigment. That's one of the reasons why painters went crazy and they were constantly high, is that what they were using to create the pigments was essentially deadly to humans all the time. Like ultramarine blue was some kind of version of rat poison, essentially. Um, Cadmium yellow. It's it was a really uh, it's delicious, but the reason why it's delicious is because it's poison. Yeah. So a lot of it today is not the same, and it's all scientific blended color of some kind, and it's a safe for work pigment. It's not going to hurt you. But depending on the tube, when you buy it or you acquire it, it may or may not have been made that way. So you have to be careful about looking at it and checking it out. For the most part, unless you're buying something from like an antique collector, no, you're fine. But back in the day, yes, that was a concern. Yeah. Um, Welcome in, Beagle. Did you go live for a few minutes? Or did I like misread my tablet when I looked at it really quick? Ah, I need to do that button as well, but busy. I don't feel like messing with it. Yeah, yeah. Um, Gauche or Ganache or however you say that. Um, it could be used as well for miniature paints. I know what's his name was using it. Uh, Ed over on Monster did. Used it as a sketching paint. Wash. Gotcha. Yeah, you put all these letters in there. It's now wash. It's not frustration. It's frustrations when I went to school. We did not have enunciation guides, so I say a lot of things weird and stupid. And have a lot of challenges spelling. Hi. Can we not? Please. Thank you. No. No. So everybody, you now see how much painting area I truly have right now. Hi. Is there something you need right now? Well, what do you mean? What's up? Hmm? What do you mean, wow? What do you mean, wow? It is a sheep. Enjoy. Be safe. Okay. Um, she has plenty of cat beds. She does not need mine. Or she does not need my hobby desk, I should say. She does not, actually. It's kind of weird. But we're gonna knock over the trash can. Thank you. I very much have her. So that's the reason for the cat tree to the right of me, is that it was a place for her to hang out while I was painting. It just never really worked. To be honest with you, y'all. Uh, that doesn't interest her as much. Uh, she just likes being really nearby. Is usually what she likes more than anything. Um, so it's just her way of being super nearby. Like I was trying to read a book earlier today, and she either had to be on my legs, inspecting the lamp to the right of me, or sleeping at my on my legs or at my feet, kind of deal. She is missing the other kittens right now. Get that whiz on a plinth. Oh, you guys missed it. Oh, tell me when you're back, Smite. Brown. Algra! Hello! Hello. Larry at the moment. Please try later after coffee. Echoes within. Welcome in. Also, I am lax on my job. Please give a follow to Echoes Within. Catch up. I need to go fix that Stream Elements command. Actually, I wonder if I can get Stream Elements and them to work. Also, if you can, give an amazing follow to Helgrat. In the AMs, well, in American early times, Helgrat might be streaming. Our Aussies, Ragin and Helgrat, frequently stream in the mornings. I was hanging out with Ragin this morning while I had my morning breakfast. Uh, bring the insanity inside with you. It helps. One second. Looking for something really quick. It's not gonna work. Something's happening. Circa! Excellent. Sanity. No, it is not a type of food. It is what you think you have, but you do not. We believe we are sane. And then you meet people and you go, never mind, we are not. Alright, here it is. It could be purple flavored. Now the question is, Echo, is purple grape or something else? And for those that don't know, in America, that's how we learned our flavors with some things, was the color of the popsicle. Purple was meant to be grape. Definitely lightsaber taste. Don't say that too loudly. Raging may materialize and ask us to sample your lightsaber. Ooh, that was a good one. That was a good one. Oh, that was a good one. Oh, that was good. Give Helgrad a follow. Oh. Oh. The brain hacks is in the window right now. It's called the cat. Ah. Yes. I did. No, 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 no. I would not do that. I would not do that. That's one thing I don't. No, 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 no. I'm not a no. I am not a fan of the brown note. I do not like the brown note. It is a no. Hard no on that. As he continues to paint the color brown. Don't ask, just go with it. Isn't it supposed to be like a VB long neck? Can you pop one up in there? You're a real Aussie. Hickory smoked thick cut bacon, home baked sourdough bread, and scrambled quillets. Sell, sweetie, sweetie. Can I steal your sourdough? The homemade sourdough right there makes me want to commit larceny. I'll bring you some pulled pork if you want it. Sounds amazing though, Sal. It's a great dinner. Mine was tacos with a tomatillo salsa, which I am upset I did not get the medium because that was out at the grocery store. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, so we make extras so we can always share. And I would always like to share. Sharing a meal is a very important thing. Or sharing meal food is always important. Chili pepper sauce. I did pulled pork on the weekend, so I have all of that to go through. So tomorrow during lunchtime, I need to make up some rice with some lentils and quinoa probably and use the pork as a topper for it. Mm-hmm. So every so often I get a hankering to make like enchiladas and make my own rojo and all that kind of stuff. My grocery store stopped selling dried peppers like you get from New Mexico. So you can't get the ancho guajillo. Uh, I forget all the names of the peppers. So I have to go to the supermarket, and they have a big aisle of them. But because I'm a 6 foot white man walking around the Mexican supermarket, they tend not to help me, unfortunately. Or they'll just kind of point. Yeah. Unfortunately, that is my life sometimes. Delicious, though. Delicious. I love them to death. Uh, so when you make your own kind of, it was birria. That's what I was making last with them. It was a birria taco. Is I needed ancho, guajila. Is it guajila? No, it's guanalio. But you need like 2 or 3 dried. You need like 4 or 5 anchos, the guava ones, and it was delicious. Essentially, boil it up like a tea. Blend it up with your, charred vegetables and nom 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 nom. Yeah, those. Those. Um, uh, we'll push next. Oath to Order, Zelda and Chill. So I tend to listen to a lot of lo-fi on stream simply because I do not want to sing on stream. It's not that it's uh-oh moment, it's just I'm a terrible singer, so I don't like singing on stream. And depending on the band that comes up and plays, it could be highly political, and I don't want to be political on stream. Mm-hmm. Welcome back, Smiling. So, for those that weren't in stream last night, I was working on this guy, and I have this in pieces right now to simplify my life for painting. So I had a metal rod stuck up this thing, and somebody comes in and goes, "Can you not have the rod up its ass? It's disgusting." It's like, what? Seriously? You're like frustrated and stressed out about a rod hanging out and it's on an obvious? Yes. It was after we had finished streaming, or the group had finished streaming, and I was on my last hour. He's looking like this on stream. Yeah, you missed it. And he's like, "Can you not have the rod up its ass?" I'm like, what's wrong with you, man? Like, seriously. I mean, you're not wrong, Epic. But I was just like, oh, no, right now it's done this way because of da-da-da-da-da reasons. Moved on with my life. I was like, okay. Yeah. It's just like I get it, but at the same time, it's like, really? You have nothing better to do but then to go around to someone's stream and be like, "Can you not do that?" Or the seat fell off their Oh. Now the question is, did the seat fall off by accident or was it planned? Lit! How are you? How was your date? Do we judge somebody or do we say it was a passable experience? Best tracksuit ever, by the way. That's not the yellow I wanted. I wanted that one. That works. Worth it. Worth it. Hashtag worth. Yeah. Considering, I mean, most first dates aren't that successful, I'd consider that a high win. Da-da-da. What was you up to, Lit? Mm-hmm. She just got off the cat tree. Oddly enough, she was hanging out there. I think something's outside that she wants to go check out. Mackerel and eel. Ooh. That's not. That would be a. Was that sashimi or was that in a specific role? I had a former partner that really liked sushi. Sashimi. Yeah. That's what I thought it would be. Yeah. That's fair. 100% fair. What's up? You want to jump up on your tree so Lit can see you? Well, hello to you. What? Hmm? She has returned. Unfortunately, nope, wrong button. That button right there. Push start button on that. Oh, not start raid. I don't do sushi personally. I had too many bad experiences with it. But if you have really good sushi, it's amazing. Unfortunately, we're coming towards the end of our stream this evening. I'm grateful for everybody that came and hung out with us tonight. We'll be raiding out in 10 minutes. I will return tomorrow for another 2-hour stream starting at 6:30. And we will continue back with our Mix It Up Monday, and we'll be returning back to Hysteria. She's oddly enough kind of getting to a finish in Fut's point, so we might have to start a new mini. Might have to start a new mini soon. I mean, sushi is a very important piece of life, um, and the way it's prepared. So I agree that supermarket stuff needs to go bye bye. My former partner, one of my former partners, their comfort food was Asian and sushi. They did have a leaning more towards Korean, but sushi was always on the table. I still kind of remember their order. Pho is amazing. If you're clogged up, it'll find a way to clean you out, though. Let's go get some fried cleaning from the grocery store. Oh, if you like soup, no mana, that stuff is the jam of jams. You can get a all vegetarian, or you can get it with beef. The meatballs, the meatball is about the size of the hand, and it is delicious. We went out and we were getting it one afternoon at work for lunch, and somebody's like, "Can't believe you got the small or the medium." It all comes, and they're all looking at their bowls, and they look over at me. They look at their bowls, and they look at me, and I go, "Yeah, I know what's up. I know my life." Ah, no basil. Yeah, they typically put Thai basil in it. What's different about it? I don't know, but it's delicious. That's going to be some of the best pho you have. I guarantee it. Mix in some hosen. Oh, mix in some hosen and some sweet chili sauce. Mmm, delicious. Oh, it will. So you mix it in with the soup because it comes out. You be safe for the next 2 weeks, Echo. I will be doing my lurk when you return. That's good. So is a carton of quail eggs still a dozen? Or is it slightly more? I'm asking out of ignorance. I see them in the grocery store, but I don't know if that's an actual gauge or not. 15. A lot of quail eggs. Yeah, they're much smaller. Um, the Harley Quinn movie, no matter. If I'm not mistaken, Margot Robbie actually used quail eggs in her sandwich rather than eggs. Nom 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 nom. That's always cool. That sounds amazing, Sal. Walk in with 6 cartons of eggs, and all of a sudden you get yelled at to make some honey and chicken and egg drop soup. Yes, yes, please. Homemade chili oil, yes. That sounds amazing. All right, I need to put my brushes down. I do have to return to work tomorrow and see what the madness ensues. But I must put things down, unfortunately. Figure out who we're going to go raid really quick. Row usually ends around the same time I do. Is Isidore painting? No, he's under the sea with lit. Monsters painting. I'm gonna make my life simple. And we're gonna go see Monster Dan. Who we usually raid on Fridays anyway, or Saturday, Sundays anyway. Thank you everyone for coming in, hanging out with me. It's been a great Sunday. It's always amazing. Please stay awesome. Please be awesome. Stay safe on Monday, and we will return to our lovely Astaria on Monday, and we'll mix it up, and we'll kind of see if we can finish her up, and go from there.